Hey everyone, and welcome to this to part 10, of this FireRed Let's Play. On the last episode we went through Route 7, and we also checked out Lavender Town, and we also got our third Pokémon finally. I did actually record this video once before, and I had to scrap the recording, so there are a few things missing in this video. For example, I trained my Growlithe up to level 31, which is a little high, but I did it because I wanted that Flame Wheel, which it learns at level 31. And after that, it's a good time for it to evolve. I also taught it Takedown, but I probably won't be using that very much. The thing is that in Celadon department store you can actually buy evolutionary stones, such as the Firestone, Waterstone, Leafstone, and Thunderstone. So I did actually evolve my Arcanine and also my Pikachu. And I'd saved before I'd realised that I'd completely screwed up the recording. So yeah, that's all done, so unfortunately I can't change that. But everything else I think is the same. Oh, also I didn't in one of the, I will cover this properly, but in one of the buildings you can also get a free Eevee. Which I also screwed up a little bit because you know, I wasn't able to properly cover it. It's at level 25, but I'll cover its evolution, so don't worry about that. Anyway, I think we will actually start off covering Celadon City in the department store, so that's fine. So let's talk to this woman. So apparently this board describes the layout. So this is the service counter, Trainer's Market, TV Game Shop, Wise Man Gifts, Drugstore, and the vending machines. The vending machines are probably one of the better floors because they give very good healing for this point in the game. Okay, so here you can buy numerous TMs, such as the TM for Roar and the TM for Hyper Beam. You can also buy Dig here, which is awesome. You can also buy Brick Break here, which is even more awesome because a lot of Pokemon can learn that. You can also get Secret Power and Attract. Secret Power is probably the only other one you'd want there. Hyper Beam's okay, but only if you want some last minute damage. Okay, so here you can buy all your standard stuff that you'd be able to buy at any other mart. Yeah, I've got plenty of Super Repels, I don't really need any more. I don't think anyone else gives here any advice or whatever, so up here, I think this is the guy. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this guy is a move tutor, and he'll teach you the move Counter. It can only be learned once, like all of the other move tutor moves. And he's referencing to trading Pokemon. So yeah, how Counter works is that you go last in the turn, and if the opponent hits you with a physical move, so like a normal type move or a fighting type move, you will deal back double damage. So say a Rattata did 20 HP of damage to you with its tackle. If you then decided to counter that back, you would be hitting for 40 damage instead of 20. But you will go last, and so it's a bit risky to predict. I don't recommend it really, but if you want to, you go for it. Here you can buy a Pokédoll, which is useless, Retromail, useless. You can also buy the evolutionary stones here, as I mentioned before. This is a pretty useful floor if you're using a Growlithe or a Pikachu or a Gloom, for example. Up here you can buy the vitamins. So like these, they're very expensive, so I probably wouldn't worry too much about them. They're good in the after game, but until then they're not that good. So these are the X items. You sacrifice a turn to raise a stat. There isn't one for special defense yet, and that isn't fixed until Gen 4, so unfortunately you can't boost that. Here you can buy fresh water, soda pop, and lemonade. Lemonade is the best one here because it heals 80 HP and only costs 350, whereas a super potion on the other hand costs 700 and only heals 50. So do keep that in mind. This girl here, if you give her one of each of the drinks in the vending machines, she'll give you a TM for Reflect, a TM for Light Screen, and a TM for Safeguard. Safeguard is probably not as good as the others, but the other two are very good TMs. So if you want them, go for it. So let's head back down. And head out the door. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, in the last episode I did actually include where you get the VS Seeker, so in case you were looking for it, you can get it in Vermilion City. But yeah. Oh, also very important, in this building, if you talk to this woman, sorry Clefairy, if you talk to this woman she'll give you the key item called T. I guess you're wondering what that might be. T is the item that you need to give to one of the guards that's blocking Saffron City, and you'll be able to get in. There is another gym before the Saffron gym, as the Saffron gym is the sixth one, sorry. So I don't know if we'll be able to go there straight away, but you can actually get a new Pokémon in Saffron. These floors don't contain very much to offer at all. That leads to the rooftop where there's equally nothing. But we want to go on that other side, and we access that from going from the outside. So let's go do that quickly. Let's run round right behind the Pokemon Center. That's where we want to enter, but if you go here, there's actually, I think it's an ether here. I did already collect it when I did the first recording. I think it's an ether, but yeah, I think it's an ether. So if we go in here and head up all the flights of stairs, then this guy in this building here, actually it's not this guy, but here on this table there will be that Pokeball for the Eevee. So if you want that Eevee, then it's a decent Pokemon. It evolves into one of 3 Pokemon, using either a Water Stone, a Fire Stone, or a Thunder Stone, of which you all 3 here, so if you want that, go for it. You get the Eevee at level 25 and it's a normal type, but you won't want to keep it as an Eevee. If you evolve it through a Water Stone, you get Vaporeon, which is very good in HP, that's its highest stat. It's also pretty good in special attack. It's also quite good in special defense, but it is quite slow. It can learn good water type moves and ice type moves, but it doesn't get much else. So it's a little less diverse than most of the water types you've seen, but it's still a very good Pokemon. It's definitely worth getting. If you choose to evolve it with a Fire Stone, you'll get a Flareon. Flareon is awful. Its best stat is attack, which, as we know in cases like Ponyta, isn't a very good mix. Its special attack is okay, but you don't want to be using it for its special attack. Arcanine is miles better. It's also much faster. It's not a very good Pokemon at all, and it learns rubbish moves. The only other Pokemon is Jolteon. Jolteon is gotten through the Thunderstone. Jolteon's a good choice for an electric type. It's very fast. That's its primary stat. It's also quite good in special defense and special attack. It learns decent electric type moves, but not much else. And its attacking stat its physical attacking stat is not really worth using at all. So it's not as diverse as Raichu or one other electric type that we're coming out to see, but it's a good Pokemon, and that speed will definitely sway you, so if you feel like it, go for it. Also, another Pokemon you can find here. I'm not sure how you get it. I think you can get it through the Old Rod, but you can find Grimer and also its evolution Muck here. Grimer and Muck are defensive poison types. It's quite good in attack, quite decent in special defense and HP, but it's quite slow. It learns a whole plethora of good attacking moves, and its special attack is usable, so it can. I'm not sure what other moves it learns, but it learns some decent ones. The Pokemon that you've got to compare it to is Coughing. Coughing is essentially the counterpart to Grimer in that it's physically defensive rather than specially defensive. But Coughing has much better mixed attacking stats, and it can attack with Thunderbolt and Flamethrower as well as its poison type moves. It also has the ability Levitate, meaning that it will be immune to ground type moves, which is one of its weaknesses. And also the only other weakness it will have will be Psychic, and most Pokemon in this game don't tend to carry Psychic type moves unless they're a Psychic type itself. So it's very easy to spot their weakness and you can get it away. So Coughing is better than Grimer, but you can't completely rule out Grimer. It's a decent Pokemon. In this building you can exchange your coins from the game corner here. You can get the Smoke Ball, which essentially lets you run away from Pokemon always. This powers up Grass type moves, Fire type moves, Water type moves, and this I think... Oh god, I'm trying to remember which one this is. I think this is the one that always snaps you out of confusion. And it's not just a one-use item, you can use it as many times as you like. So here you can get yourself one of 5 Pokemon, 2 of which we've already covered, Aberrant and Clefairy, but you can also get Dratini, Scyther and Porygon here. I think this is different in Leaf Green, I'm not entirely sure, because I know that Scyther's only gotten in FireRed. But Dratini is a Dragon type Pokemon, very difficult to raise in that it takes a long time for it to evolve. It evolves into Dragonair at level 30 and evolves into its final form Dragonite at level 55. If you can get it up to its final form, Dragonite is an incredible Pokemon. It's got a massive attack stat, great defences, it's not weak to many types, it's very speedy. Actually, it's not too speedy. It's got enough speed to keep going, but it's not bad. And it's got high special attack as well, so it can use its Dragon type moves well. I think it can also learn Fly, so you can have that flying type coverage. It learns a ton of moves, and it's just an amazing Pokemon generally. If you can get it up to that final form, you've got to be patient, but you'll be well rewarded. You can also get Scyther here. Scyther is a bug flying type. Scyther's quite good. It's got a very high attack and speed stat. Its defences are pretty good and its special attack is abysmal. Don't worry about it because its special attack isn't used at all anyway. It doesn't have any good bug type moves, which is a problem because it's an amazing Pokemon, it's just it struggles with the same type attack bonus moves. Its best its best bug type move is Fury Cutter, and which is awful. The only way you can really get it a good bug type move is if you breed for Silverwind, where you get lucky and get Hidden Power Bug, but otherwise it's not a very good Pokemon at all for bug type moves. It also doesn't get too much in the way of coverage, but I think it can learn Aerial Ace, so it can back up its flying type stab. I think it can also learn Brick Break as well, so it attains good coverage. It's a good Pokemon, it's just that bug type isn't good for it, in this game anyway. So you can also finally get Porygon here if you can get that many coins. Porygon is a... Oh, sorry, I didn't also mention, Scyther also has an evolution called Scizor, which gives it a bug steel type. Scizor in this game isn't very good. It's obtained by trading it with a metal coat. Scizor isn't available until after game, so if you want to trade it for that, you're going to have to wait. But Scyther is generally better because it's much quicker and has a flying type move that's decent. Scizor has a inaccurate steel type move, and steel type isn't very good offensively anyway. But Bug Steel is a good defensive type and it's pretty good defensively, so if you want to use it for that, go for it. But the only other Pokemon is Porygon. Now Porygon is awful. Porygon is basically gotten for the fact that you can get that many coins. It isn't that good because its second evolved form, Porygon 2, isn't available until after game. If you can wait and get it then, it's a great Pokemon. It's got good stats all around. It's not too fast, but it doesn't really need to be fast. It can learn good moves like Thunderbolt and Ice Beam. It's just a good Pokemon. But before or after game, not usable, sorry. And this guy will finally trade you, well not trade you, you can also get TMs for Protect. I'm not sure what that is. Iron Tail. And I think that's Protect. Oh actually no, I think it's Double Team. Oh wait no, that's Ice Beam. Well, I'm blind. So yeah, that's Ice Beam. That is Iron Tail. This is Thunderbolt. This is Shadow Ball, and this is Flamethrower. All of these moves are quite good. Iron Tail was probably the worst, but even then it's still quite good. All of these moves are fantastic moves, so if you want them, go for it. They cost quite a lot of coins, but you can buy coins in here actually. So you can also participate in the slots if you really want to. This guy lets you buy coins. If you want one of those elemental 95 power moves, they're going to cost you 200,000 Pokédollars, which is quite a lot, but it's not too bad of a price. And this girl just introduces you. I think... yeah, so this place is run by Team Rocket, and we'll learn that soon. This guy will give you 10 coins, but only if you've got the coin case. I'll show you where to get that in just a second. So he gives you some insight into the gym leader. This guy will give you some more coins, an extra 20, and this guy will only give you another 20, so you get 50 coins here. We'll want to be fighting this guy in the future, but I don't think I'll bother right now. I think I'd rather do the gym first, which I'll be doing in the next episode. So yeah, that's the game corner. Get some good Pokemon there if you really need them. In this house, you'll want to be coming if you want to utilise the game corner. This guy will give you the coin case, which I said about before. And yeah, there's a basement under the game corner. We'll be hearing about that later on. And yeah, that guy gives you the coin case because he lost all of his coins. In here we've got some Team Rocket noobs. So that guy basically gives you a clue of where to go next. And then this place is the Celadon Hotel. She's on vacation with her brother. This guy finds it a bit creepy. But it's full up, so we can't access it. Down there is a cut bush for the gym, which is just over here. Over here is the Route 16. I did also find out that you can get the amulet coin in that gate, but because Snorlax is blocking our way, we can't actually get it there. If we cut this tree, we find a patch of grass. I don't think there's any new Pokemon here, but yeah. These two are trainers. They fight you in a double battle. They have a Rapidash and a Ninetales. So yeah, if you want that, you go for it. Get some extra experience. In here, this girl here is a celebrity of some sort, and she will give you the HM for Fly. So if you want that, you can get it. It's a good HM, but you don't really need it. I think you can actually use it at this stage because I think you can use it from the Vermilion Gym. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all we need to cover in this episode. I will be getting that Flamethrower TM for my Arcanine fairly soon. When I get, well, probably towards the end of the game, because it's too good of a move to miss. Okay, so up here is the gym, and the infamous guy who's creeping on the girls in the gym because it's full of women. I didn't actually mean to go in, but anyway, on the next episode we will be covering the Celadon gym. I think it will be a standalone episode, so we won't be doing anything else. But yeah, on the next episode we'll be covering the Celadon gym and its leader Erica. So yeah, I'll see you next time, guys.